welcome to 𝗥𝗵𝗲 show. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for always being here with us. Now, 80% is showing up, and whether you are in your business, in your work, in your job right now, you are tuning in, and we really appreciate you. First of all, hope you all had an amazing weekend. You had a chance to reset, recharge, and now you're tuning in. So thank you so much. So today, Ria, my co-host, is going to be taking over the conversation. But before she does, I want to introduce ourselves. My name is 𝗥𝗵𝗲, and welcome to the show.
My name is Ria, and welcome
to our show.
This is a continuation from the book of Robert Kiyosaki, Increase Our Financial IQ. Today's topic is out of financial integrity and second, intrinsic value. So to begin, out of financial integrity. If a person is out of financial integrity, as shown by excessive debt, not budgeting well, spending more than he or she earns, foreclosures, bankruptcies, then the banker will probably not want this person as a client. It is a matter of professional integrity. In 2007, with the crash of the credit market, it became obvious that the credit, the banking, and the investment institutions have been out of financial integrity. Greed replaced sound lending practices. The economy cannot expand on credit alone. By failing to teach much about money and to expand the financial intelligence in school, the system creates adults who are unprepared for our brave new world. There's billions of adults across the planet who do not have a personal financial statement, cannot read a business financial statement. So to recap, a personal financial statement, this is what it looks like. This is what we all need to give to the bank when we want to borrow money. So they don't ask for our grades in school. They ask for personal financial statement. So they ask for assets and they ask for liabilities. Assets minus liabilities gives us our net worth. And the bank and majority of us do not know the financial condition of our country. So this is a breakdown of our own educational integrity. Next, intrinsic value. Intrinsic value, this is Warren Buffett. This picture here is Warren Buffett, and he talks a lot about intrinsic value. So Warren Buffett was born in August 30th of 1930. He is the chair and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. He's a legendary value investor and known as the Oracle of Omaha, and he is one of the world's most successful and closely followed investors. He has amassed a personal fortune in excess of 100 billion. He has donated the vast majority of his wealth to Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and this is according to Investopedia. Now, according to Warren Buffett, he does not diversify. Warren instead focus for a company with intrinsic value. What is intrinsic value? It is a company with financial integrity. Now, intrinsic value is the best way to determine what a business is worth. This is Warren Buffett's quote. Intrinsic value can be defined simply as it is the discounted value of the cash that can be taken out of a business during its remaining life. So it is what determines a business is worth. Also, Warren wants to know if the business has these 5 financial intelligences. So to recap, the 5 financial intelligences are: 1, to make more money; 2, to protect our money; 3rd, to budget our money; 4th, to leverage our money; 5, to improve our financial information. Now, Warren wants the answers to the following questions. Can the business make more money? Does the business have a protected niche? Does the business budget its money and resources well? Can the business be leveraged and expanded? And is the business run by a team of smart, well-informed people? So in even simpler terms, intrinsic value means it has a niche, it can be leveraged, it can be expandable, and it is predictable. So today's topic, we will talk about niche. So what is a niche? A niche of your business, a niche of your company, meaning there's minimal competition, there is a strong market demand, it solves a practical need, it's professionally and personally satisfying you and your employees and your customers, it has a high profit potential. So niche means the business has a core competence. What is a core competence? A core competence means it is defining capability or advantage that distinguish an enterprise from its competitors. A core competence means something that will make money in good or bad times. For example, Coca-Cola fits this requirement. People will always drink sugar water, regardless if plain water is better for them. A big advantage that Coca-Cola has is trademark. Trademark, it's patented, it's registered, it's protected by law. We may recall financial intelligence number 2 is about protection. And that's what trademark does. It provides us protection. It is protected by law. So again, the 5 financial intelligence: 1, make more money; 2, protect our money; 3rd, budget our money; 4th, leverage our money; 5, improve our financial information. So this financial intelligence number 2 is protecting our money. And how do we protect our money? If we have a business, we need to have it trademarked. Why? Because it is protecting our asset. We are protected by law. So in this case, Warren Buffett likes this product because it is a product that is legally a protected brand and not just a commodity. It is a well-recognized brand. It is protected and defended from pirates. Therefore, when it is a well-recognized brand, it is protected and defended from pirates, it increases the intrinsic value of Coca-Cola or any company for that matter. Another example, the Rich Dad brand. The brand is a trademark. The brand is protected by law in every country Robert Kiyosaki does business in. Therefore, being a brand, what is a brand? It is a name, a symbol, or other marker that businesses use to distinguish their product from a competitor's and foster a public identity. When you say, just do it, that means it's nice. So that's a brand. Brand, being a brand, gives a business greater intrinsic value. Again, intrinsic value is the price a rational investor is willing to pay for an investment, given its level of risks. So many authors write, just like I am an author. I wrote 2 books, Apartment Prescription. So many authors write books, but fail to build a brand. They fail to build a brand. What does that tell us? Branding is very, very important. As we know, Harry Potter. Who doesn't know Harry Potter? Who doesn't know Trump? So these are mega brands. If I am not a brand, if we are not a brand, therefore what are we? If I am not a brand, I am a commodity. And what is a commodity? A commodity is a basic good used in commerce that is interchangeable with other goods of the same type. So that means they can easily change us. So that means our cost is just cheap. But if you are a brand, that means your cost will be expensive. Why? Because you are protected. Just like these things that I talked about earlier. If we have a well-recognized brand, protected, defended from pirates, it increases our intrinsic value, the value of our company. That means we have, when we exit, right? When we exit Harry Potter, when we have Trump, when they exit, they can command higher intrinsic value. When they are just not a commodity. Brands have more intrinsic value. And to maintain this value, a brand must be true to the message and to its customers. According to Robert, a few years ago, there was a large mutual fund company that approached him and asked if Robert would endorse its mutual fund. Although the fee to Robert would have paid Robert very high, Robert turned the offer down. Why? In Robert's mind, endorsing a mutual fund would not be true to the Rich Dad brand. To Robert, it would have shown a lack of integrity, and a lack of integrity would diminish the brand's intrinsic value. So I hope you learned something from this intrinsic value. Today, I discussed about the niche. And intrinsic value not only has niche, we're also going to be discussing in the next few days about leverage of the intrinsic value, expandability, and predictability. So today, we talked about niche. So let me know in the comment section below what you learned about intrinsic value, specifically on niche. So stay tuned for more of Alka and Ria's show.
Ria, you know what? Yeah, the brand. Yeah, you gotta be the brand, and it's important, like I said, to share. But you know what? When he talked about Warren Buffett, now I've heard Warren say that he does believe in diversifying your portfolio if you're talking about stocks. I heard him one time, and he did say that he does recommend that you diversify. You don't just stay, because I mean, with him, like, he's built a portfolio of like so many companies, and I heard him say that you should diversify your stocks, your portfolio.
So this is according to the book Robert Kiyosaki, okay? So Robert Kiyosaki, I know, studies a lot of great businessmen, including Warren Buffett. What we mean by diversify, if I compared it to us, right? We only put a certain amount of our money. We put in $1,000. We put in 50,000. We put in 25,000. But when Warren Buffett puts in, he buys majority of the company. He's a majority owner. That's very different in, for us when we're putting in 1,000 here, 1,000 of Coke, $1,000 of Gucci, $1,000 of McDonald's. That for us is diversifying. We're not putting majority of our money into one stock. Whereas Warren Buffett, he buys, you know, this billion-dollar company, right? That's putting it all in there. And he buys a lot of it. So he's an owner of a lot of these great companies that he finds intrinsic value. So that's what I understand by, you know, diversifying, is just putting in a little bit here and there, right? And we're not majority owners. We're diversifying our portfolio in terms of a stock on Coca-Cola, a stock on, you know, something else.
Right.
But in terms of Warren Buffett, from what I understand, from what Robert Kiyosaki says, is that he buys this thing, the whole, you know, majority of it. He's the owner of it.
Right. And that's why you should never depend on any one thing. It wasn't just Warren that I heard, but I heard many other investors talking about you should never, ever depend. If you was, you know, putting a portfolio of any kind, you should never depend on any one thing. You got to, you know, spread it out. But yeah, I love that. I think it's wonderful.
I also, this is also from one of Warren Buffett's quote. And this is what I always remember. He said, so this is from Warren Buffett, put all your eggs in one basket. Put your eggs. This is very different from the common, you know, quotes that we hear. Don't put your eggs in all one basket. But Warren Buffett says it. Put your eggs, all eggs in one basket and watch it grow. What does that mean? If you know the company, just like Warren Buffett studies all these companies before he buys it, or if you know the area of where you're doing business, then you can put all your money in that and watch it grow. So I'm going to give you I'll be more granular. So in my situation, I'm locally in Pennsylvania. I'm local in Danville, Pennsylvania. I know the market. So I will put majority of my money into the properties here in Danville, because I know the area. I know what's going on. So I can bet, I can take greater risk. So that's what I understand from him, saying, put all your eggs in one basket and watch it grow. As long as we know the market, I know the market. So in the end, what it boils down, from my understanding, is our financial intelligence, our financial knowledge on what our market is and what, you know, the business is going through, income, expenses, right?
Yeah.
So it is, again, our own financial knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? It's your own financial knowledge that really is gonna, like, it's gonna tell you, it's gonna navigate as to, like, okay, what are the decisions that you need to do? How are you gonna make those decisions? So yeah, no, absolutely. So Iriya, you know what? Thank you for sharing that information. I think that is so good. And guys, you know what? I want you to really let us know as to what was your takeaway. What was your biggest takeaway that you heard Iriya talking? 'Cause I think it was just absolutely fantastic, and everybody needs to learn this information. So let us know in the chat. What was your biggest takeaway? So guys, we've come to the end of another amazing show, and you know, stay tuned for the more 𝗥𝗵𝗲 show. We're always going to be sharing Ria's going to be talking about real estate, and I'm going to talk about mindset, and together we, you know, bring success to you by bridging the gap between, you know, real estate and the mindset, and how that elevates your success in life. So thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you. And as always, you know, leave a comment as to what was your biggest takeaway. And as always, make the rest of the day the best of your day. And we will see you soon. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.